And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
We're going to see what we can find out. Welcome, everybody on YouTube. Welcome to Make HOAG Money. This is me. I've been around for a little while. CFTC disclaimer, everything we do here today and every day is for educational purposes only. This states that there's a lot of risk in futures. We know this. These are leveraged products. We do run the risk of losing more than our initial investment. Risk capital is the only money we should use for trading. And if you ask me, risk capital is money that I can afford to lose without changing my lifestyle. This is, we're not suggesting that anybody purchase or sell anything that we do here. Again, this is for educational purposes only, and past performance is never necessarily indicative of future results. Simulated trading does have limitations, and to me, the biggest one is the fact that there's no accountability, no consequence, and no rules. The Trading Combine gives you those, gives you a much more real feel, and of course, you are not risking your capital. Once you are funded, you are risking our capital at Top Step. So these are the basic rules for Make HOAG Money. Of course, we expect kindness above everything. There's always differences of opinions in markets and a million ways to look at markets. Going to have a couple of people, if they would like to be able to talk. All of us, however, will be involved in the decisions. Context, of course, of any trades you are thinking about having me take is helpful. We're going to use the chat rooms in both YouTube and Zoom to discuss trades. Only those in the Zoom meeting, however, will truly be able to vote. We're going to be focused on the MES for opportunities. We're not going to be trading just to trade. Not taking any losing trades, of course, that is a joke. We know that there are going to be losses in trading. We just have to accept that fact. And of course, feedback on Make HOAG Money is always vital, and I'm always interested in your thoughts on how we can continue to have Make HOAG Money and hopefully continue to help it grow and be even better than ever. Any feedback that you have, of course, you can send to me at jhoagland@topstep.com, JHOAGLAND at topstep.com. Lacey's here. She says, hello, everyone. My office buddy is over here looking for some love, so I'm going to give her some pets. Let's get into the charts here now. Let's see what we see. So, starting, I guess, in the longer time frame, we know that we've got the trend line everybody's looking at on the daily here from the all-time high contact. Whoops. Well, I just messed that up. Hang on. Contact. We've broken out above that. We have short time frame upside structure. Everything looks good, like the world should be going higher. December's high. We've failed to hold above it. We've got a bit of a pullback here. We don't have a lot of information as far as economic stuff this week. We do have the State of the Union tomorrow, and we do have a speech by Chairman Powell, who's going to be, of course, adding last week's employment information to what he's going to be talking about. So we'll see what he has to say. But as far as today is concerned, we've got a range-bound day. The volume profile relatively centrally located. Take a look at the point at the TPO charts here. Here's Friday's pullback. Here's Wednesday's jump to the upside. Here's some continuation and whatever, and a pullback on Friday that lost open interest. We lost open interest on Thursday as well. While the market was starting to pull back, we started losing open interest. I have no idea what the open interest is going to look like today, because with this profile, this is very range bound, very even, just normal variation. Point of control is centrally located. We looked below the overnight. We didn't even take a look above the overnight. We closed the gap. That was about all we were able to accomplish today. Value continues to move lower, but in a non-directional day, just digestion. This morning we looked at this low here as a kind of an interesting area for an execution. We never even got there. We looked below the overnight, failed, rotated higher, put in the high as we closed the gap, and we've been rotating ever since. I don't really know what else to say about this market. If anybody would like to digestion or indigestion, Vince, you are funny. It's good to see everyone. Ben, it's good to see you. If you'd like to chat today, let me know. You raise your hand or let me know in the chat. Caesar, Darren, Alejandro, Vince, Jason, good to see you. Hello. I'm sorry, Jonathan, it's good to see you. Bradley, digestion or indigestion. Yeah, that's Lacey and her squeaky toy. Yeah, she's been quiet all day. All of a sudden, she's got her ball and she's decided to chime in on Make HOAG Money. I don't know what she's going to be able to add to it, but what are we doing? Hello, Jason Fisher, Jason Bartles. Good to see everyone. JD, we got here in YouTube. We got Nostik, Kevin Kieran, hoping for a pop. Yeah, that was your thought this morning, right? Hey, Lacey, easy girl. All support is failing. Marcelo, hello, Nostik. Yeah, she's got her favorite toy again. She was quiet all day, and now here she goes. J-Man, it was a good day for the practice account. I would kind of agree with that. I think there were some small opportunities. The initial balance, or the opening range, was initially the low of the session. Couldn't close the gap. We then put in the low. Couldn't hold below the overnight low. Rotated. Took out that high. Closed the gap. And now we've just fallen into rotation. One thing that I do want to point out to everybody, Kevin's only looking for shorts. The only thing that I want to point out to everybody is this lighter blue line here is the initial balance. The initial balance is the first hour of trade. About. It's not finite. If the range is being extended at 1 hour, I would extend the initial balance. But this platform is, of course, going to show you exactly what the first hour is. Well, at first we looked below the opening, below the initial balance. We could not hold below the overnight low. We rejected that. We rotated. We took out the high of the initial balance. We closed the gap and we returned to range. On days when the market does trade both sides of the initial balance, okay, neither extreme of the regular trading hour session is the extreme of the initial balance, there's a big tendency for the market to fall into range. Why? The market has auctioned lower and failed to find more sellers. Sellers backed off, buyers took over. The market rotated, took out the high of the initial balance. The auction looked higher and was not able to entice new buyers in the day time frame into the marketplace. Sellers took over and the market just kind of rotated back lower, and now it's rotated back higher, and now it's rotating back lower. When we look at the position of the point of control, there is no way possible for the market to move the point of control away from this area. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 ticks right here. We're going to run out of time before that's even possible. And even if we were going to extend the range, there's no way we can move the point of control. So this market is very range bound, very in balance. What does all this mean? It means I don't see that there's any real good opportunities for us here in this afternoon. If it were me, I would be done for the day without something changing in a major way. You know, I would say Kevin K, you're right, but I'm only looking for shorts up here, and I'm probably also looking for longs down here. The market has failed. The downside auction ended. The market has failed on the upside auction. That ended. The market is very range bound right here. Not going to be a very exciting make HOAG money today, I'm afraid. So, Ben, today's a neutral day. Both sides of the IB. Time to dial back expectations for a trade. Going for 3 ticks to 2 points. Possibly take 2 lots. One and at one point, wow, I use the IDVA high and low references like that. That would be reasonable approach to the day and the hour of the time. No real initiative buyers or sellers, mainly short time frame players in control. Exactly. So Caesar's long from 41.29, and I'm ready to cover and call it a day, but it may rotate higher again into the 230 candle. I think we'll all be taking a nap by then, right? Les, good to see you. Mike Jean Dennis, hello, good to see you. IDVA, intra-day value area. Is that what you're saying, Ben? Yes, sir. Got it. So here we are. It's such a small range. 19-ish. Well, do we want to look at this? Do we want to take this trade? Do we want to look for a long near value low here? All right, Caesar. Nice trade. Good afternoon, George. You missed it. Lacey was just squeaking her ball. She was getting her comments heard. I didn't launch it. Here you go. Here's the poll. Sorry. We're looking at taking a long here near low of value. I've got a bid in here at 1775, Ben. Trying to get location. Where's our stop? All right, we're in. I'm going to put a stop in here. Just below the low of this period here. So we're long at 775. The poll actually was positive. We had 65% saying yes, and that's with 70% participation. So we like the idea. And here we go. I've got our stop here below H period low. We'll see what happens. Economic news feed. I have a couple of things on Twitter I watch. It's First Squawk is one of them. The other one is Live Squawk, so I'll watch there to see if something comes up. But I think a really popular one these days is Financial Juice. I'm going to put the link in to the chat here so you can see. A lot of folks like Financial Juice. I think it's pretty good. I don't pay for the subscription, so I don't get things in real time, but it does come up with some pretty good stuff, and it does bring the economic numbers that are expected pretty quickly. You bet. Caesar likes it too. So, Ben, what are we looking for on this? Anything beyond 75, and I'm absolutely absolved of responsibility if a winner turns into a loser. 1975, 1970. 19, okay. I'm not going to be blaming you. I think it's a good idea. I mean, if we're rotational, what do? We buy the low of value. So you're now officially absolved. What's your idea for a target, Ben? I know you're a pretty short time frame. So 2 points. Let's see if we can get to point of control. That's going to put us up around 22. We'll just shy of TPO point of control. We'll see what happens. And I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna trim the stop to one tick below the low of the current period, which is 1550. Target heart rate of 72, remaining steady. We'll go Om, 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 to try and calm the heart rate down. Try and calm the heart rate down. You say flatten and go again. All right, we're flat. If it returns to 75, you like this here, huh? All right, where's our stop? Tick below the low of this 15 half. All right, you're running the program here, Ben. Uh, 22 is our target. Joshua Large, are there videos on the YouTube channel going over reading a TPO chart? Well, we have a lot of basics of the market profile. I'm going to show you I'm going to give you a link to part of our foundations. And there's an intro to the market profile on that in YouTube. So I will give you that, Joshua. That'll give you the basics. But market profile is it's not an indicator. It's not going to tell you buy here and sell there. It's more of a context tool. And in this case, we're using the value low, TPO value low, as an opportunity for us to find support there. But it's just because of the kind of day it is. I'll have Lacey squeak the ball twice if she wants to get into a trade short. What do you think, Lace? I think she's back chilling. Yeah, she's just looking at me like, huh? All right, here we go. We're back to 775. Ben, you are fast as far as trying to short up there for a rotation. That would have been a good idea, right? I didn't even see that. Where's our delta? Wow. We do have some pretty negative delta here, don't we? Interesting. Negative 7,400 on a range-bound day. We're in the lower part of the profile, but that's pretty deep delta for a range-bound day. Like the way you think, Vince, if you're thinking a late spike upside. Or are you thinking downside? I know you're thinking upside because we have negative delta. Here we are. Everybody have a nice weekend. Hope you did. Mine was pretty quiet except for the fact that we're going to have a bunch of stuff done in the house, so we got to move a whole bunch of stuff around. Nasdaq still in the short from 41.23, looking for 15. It looks like you may get it. Oh, you talk, but you're at a pizza joint. What do you like on your pizza, Ben? Are you a pizza traditionalist, or do you like ham and pineapple? Sausage and meatball. You're a traditionalist. I am too. And there we're out. See, we got some pretty aggressive sellers here. I think with the range bound activity, our sellers are taking over. I was all right, Nasdaq. I'm gonna F bomb this thing. I think we're missing some data here. There we go. Now we got all our volume here. New York style. I don't know, man. I'm a Chicago deep dish guy, or a Chicago thin crust. You know, we cut it in squares. It's kind of like cracker crust. So good. But I do like New York pizza too. I was in New York a couple of 3 years ago. Went to John's Pizza, kind of just off of Times Square. It's an old church that they converted into a pizza place. They don't sell slices. Their motto is whole pies, but it was delicious. Ate there twice. Buy a one tick low below that TPO low. I don't know what that means. You mean this anomaly here? All right, we bought it. We'll go 12 half with the stop. Very small stops today because we don't have a lot of big opportunity. So I make my own pizza. When I moved out of the city, we moved to LaGrange. Had a hard time finding good pizza. I started making my own, and I've been tweaking the recipe for 30 years. It's pretty good. It's very popular in the family. Matter of fact, day after Super Bowl, I'm taking the day off, and we're having a family pizza day. My daughter and her boyfriend are gonna come home. My son's gonna be here. We're gonna make pizzas. So we're only looking for this much. Uh, TPO value low or volume value low? No, LaGrange, Illinois. Oh wow, that didn't take too long. All right, so now we're getting closer to an area where I would actually think about doing something. Yes, of course, there's always loads of short time frame, short term levels available, right? When we're short time frame control, that's part of the issue, right? Kirkland Pepperoni Works. That's Costco. It's pretty good. You New York style, greasy, pretty good stuff. No fruit on my pizza either. Maybe sausage, pepperoni, hot jardiniere. Maybe a nice sausage, onion, green pepper. New Lou Malnati's Chicago Classic sausage, extra cheese, butter crust. It is cheap too, right? So Ben's long again, 1325. I was looking down here, but we knocked out some longs on that one. We're gonna just try and catch here the fact that we move back into value. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna play with this one a little bit. This one's on me, folks. Don't do this. I was looking down here, but it didn't stay long enough, and I was yakking about pizza. So we're going to pay the high instead. Yeah, don't risk much. Look at how deep that delta is getting, 12,000. That's nasty. It's not necessarily correct, though. I've got negative 8,500 on T4. Okay, Ben. Yeah, this one's not showing correctly. Let me F-bomb it again. Yeah, that's where I see it. There it is. Now it's back to normal. Now it's right. Jesus. Don't you just love a trading platform? Here we go. Now that it's 2:30, all the shorts can bail. Boy, do we miss good trade location on this one, but we'll see. Ooh, apparently Bostic is speaking now. We have a good chance of avoiding a recession. It's necessary to investigate whether the January jobs report was an anomalous reading. That's Fed's Bostic. An early MOC imbalance of 146 million to the sell side. Jay's along now. There's our point of control. $8,000 negative delta. Here we go. We'll see if we can't catch high of value. Get a little ledge up here. If we can knock this ledge over, we'll see some stops above there. Too ambitious. I am very ambitious. All right, all right. We took it. I think we're going to be able to get high value, though. I'll bet you the usual amount. $1. You got it. Where would you buy it again, Ben? Yes, Family Fun Time. There's a good name. You know, somebody on YouTube's chat name is Family Fun Time. I like that. Yeah, this is Trade Evade platform. TS Trader. Jay Gilmo, prior days low, back to close the gap, which we did. That would be good for a long, wouldn't it? And there's a lot of shorts in this market. By looking at the delta, it's minus 9,000. If they're going home flat, here we are at VWAP 23. What do you think, Ben? We got this ledge here. Should we join the stops there and see if we can get a little bit of a run if we take out the high of that ledge? Let's check it out. Relaunch. So we're talking about putting in a stop above this ledge. We know there's going to be stops there. If we join those stops, we may get a push to the upside. Bad trade location, but it may be good for something quick. What do you think, Ben? It's a free trade. He likes to buy it down here. All right, well, I'll play your game. I don't know where the stop is. And we're going to see if we can't catch the breakout here, 25, 40, 24, 50. I said shorted from the ledge, so you're absolved. Yeah, where's my stop on this long, Ben? We got a lot of folks that like the idea of that breakout type stop opportunity to the upside here. Almost 90%. But where's my stop? I don't like not knowing where my stop is. We go half back. That's a lot of risk for the small profit we're looking for here, right? Talking about low value, volume value. We'll go down here. Yeah, we are getting pretty long in the tooth on this day, aren't we? More MOCs, 146 million to the sell side. Ben says buy it anywhere between 19 and 17, so we'll move this down. Okay. My heart rate is good. Bostic still speaks. I think he's done now, but he says that the jobs data raises the possibility of a higher peak rate. If necessary, the FOMC could return to a 50 basis point hike. That's probably not going to look good on our P&L here, is it? He just said that. Yeah, open up the profile. Here you go. Yeah, we just got down to that 18, 17, 18, 19 level you were looking at. We bounced off that pretty nicely. Here we go again. We'll buy another one.
Order rejected.
Oh, why is that? Bostic is killing us. That's it. We're out. MOCs and Bostic's mouth got us. That comment about the 50 basis point rate hike. And try one more. Yeah, it was a good game. We're going to try this one more time because all those shorts. It looks like we're screwed though. We'll go here. Below value low. We'll see what happens. I promise this will be the last one. And we've been talking about pizza. I can smell pizza right now. There's absolutely no pizza cooking. I must be getting hungry. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with $50. $50 is $50. That's what they say in Arlington Heights. Come on now. Let's unravel all these shorts. Run for the hills. Don't forget to join me tomorrow morning. We get the morning session for Make HOAG Money. That seems to be the more popular of the two. It is important to think of the micros as the minis for sure. Just because it's micros, you can't expand your risk. That's all right, Jay Gilmo. I hope you're right. There's the MOCs. Still a lot of negative delta here. Well, that's pretty aggressive, Vince. 41.40 for a target with 10 minutes left. I like the way you think, but I don't know, man. That's pretty aggressive. We do have a lot of short still. I am going to take the risk off of this. I hate doing that, but we're just going to do that and see what happens. You were running out of steam here in any direction. Yeah, VWAP is sometimes a stickler, isn't it there, Vince? Vince is saying VWAP is a pain. He must be long because it's having a hard time getting back above it. It has been offering us profit here, Ben. But I want more. Here we go. Here's that stop. We're in 2 now. Rotation.
Order rejected.
We're flat. Didn't get the push I was looking for above here. So we are down $8 for Make HOAG Money. Watch, it'll reach there. It'll go. And we're not going to mess around. I'm going to call this a session. Thank you all for joining me. It's always fun. Looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. I'm going to do the reflection here at the end of the day. If you care to join me on YouTube, I'll look forward to seeing you there. I haven't set it up here on YouTube yet. I'll set that up and we'll see what it looks like at the end of the day here. All right. Have a great evening if I don't see you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the market prep or Make HOAG Money tomorrow. Have a great one, everyone. Blessings to you all. And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon. I don't think that I am actually streaming. If you're seeing me, please comment in the charts. There's something going on here. You guys seeing me? Somehow we're not connecting. Let me know. Good afternoon, Andy. Is everybody hearing and seeing? Because I'm not seeing that you're able to do so. I see the chart, I see the comments, but it doesn't look like I'm streaming. I don't think that I am. This is very strange. I don't think that I am. I am. I shouldn't be. This is very strange. All right, let me end this.